Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Just wanted to do a quick review of the King James Version Cambridge Bible Concord Reference Edition. So, man, I have thought about getting this Bible for quite a while because it seems like it meets this perfect middle ground between just a mid-sized Bible with red letters, line matched, high quality paper, goat skin cover. It just seems like all the things I wanted. The only thing was it's in King James Version, which I use ESV mostly, but I've been doing a lot of research into the King James Version history and just Byzantine texts and just all the background of the King James, and it just inspired me to look into it and start reading some King James. So I got the Bible, and man, like a lot of people love the Concord. I've heard some people say it's the best Bible ever made. And man, this Bible has been around 4 generations. It's a 1950s text. And so it's really cool. We're going to take a look at it, and I'm just going to show you just some of my first impressions of the Bible, and then we'll just get into some of the details. So as we look at the Bible, we can see here the size is going to be 8.5 by 5.5. So 5.5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. As we open it up, you got a synthetic liner. This is actually pretty nice. Like, I kind of like it. I don't think it's that big of a deal, really. I've seen people have these Bibles last years upon years with a synthetic liner. So that's not a big deal to me. But just as we open this thing up, I'm just going to get straight to the text. Some people go all the way to the very front. I'm just going to get to the text here. So here's the text. It's on 28 GSM paper, French milled. It's made by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands. But man, this paper feels really nice. So the first thing that I noticed, so I ordered this Bible on evangelicalbibles.com. And the first thing I noticed was, man, most of this Bible is line matched. But there's probably a quarter of the Bible, maybe 1/4 or even 1/3 of the Bible that's not line matched. I thought that was really interesting because you get these pages right here, it's so clear. But then you'll get to a portion, and I'll just try to find one, like right here, that there's a lot of overlap in the text. So I thought that was really interesting that the Bible is line matched for the most part, but that there's quite a few places where it's not. I'll show you a prime example. Matthew chapter 1, the very first page of Matthew, we'll get here. And the text just leads through. And so, as you can see right here, there is no line matching. And Evangelical Bibles says that the Bible is line matched. And so it's really interesting that a portion of it is and a portion of it is not, as you can see. However, this is on a 8-point semi-bold Times New Roman. And so I'm going to actually show you guys just a quick comparison. I have a Quintel right here that is in, I believe, the lexicon type font, and this is a size 11. And so you can see right here what a more modern text looks like. And then you can see this 1950s Times New Roman, semi-bold. I think it's really cool. It's a really cool font. You got the center references right here, which I don't really use those. But this text really stands out. It looks great. I want to show you guys the red letter of this Bible as we over there. Red letter's awesome. It's a dark red. I really enjoy red letter. I love red letter. But just as I was going through the Bible and just reading it, maybe it's just really hard to beat, but I just felt like my Quintel is easier to read. It's just a smoother read. It even looks like there's far less see-through in the pages, and just the clarity is so on point. But as I look at this, yeah, it really stands out, like it explodes off the page. But there's a lot of areas that it's like, man, the text isn't quite as smooth to read as a Quintel. I mean, it's a smaller Bible. It's a mid-sized Bible. You can hold it in your hand in one hand and just read it. But it's a great Bible. I wish that it came in other translations like the ESV. That would be awesome. But it just comes in the King James. You got 2 ribbons right here, just small black ribbons. I'll show you what these things look like. Just pretty basic ribbon. It doesn't really bother me much. Some people are really into the big Beresford ribbons. It's very simple. It's a simple Bible. The art gilding is decent. It's honestly pretty, it's not very dark. I want to say it's orangish, but this is almost brownish. I've seen videos of Concords having a lot darker art gilding. This might be an older one, honestly. But guys, the cover, this is a nice goatskin. You know, it seems pretty typical for Cambridge, like a Cambridge topaz, the Concord. This is, you know, it's a good goatskin. I will say that after you've owned a Skylar, it's hard to beat the goatskin on a Skylar. I mean, this, first of all, it's just thick, and it's also really smooth. It's leather lined. This Bible is, you can just tell it's extremely high quality. Now the Cambridge, it looks like it will last. Like it, I mean, I feel like you could just put this in a car, or maybe even a backpack, and it's just got more of a tactile kind of feel to it. Now this is a really smooth grain, thick goatskin, and so I prefer the Skylar. This is really not bad, but at a price point of $200, man, I wouldn't say that this Bible is worth $200. Granted that the Skylar here is $200, and this Bible is leather lined. It's got a thicker and smoother grain goatskin, or just higher quality feeling goatskin. It's got the ribbons here. It's got, you know, better art gilding. I would go with the Skylar, but if you're getting a Concord, you're in the market for a different reason. You're wanting an old school text Bible. I think you guys will love it. I just wanted you to be aware that it's not line matched all the way through. At least this one isn't, but I highly doubt they all are. But there's also just one thing, now that I'm remembering it, there's some discrepancy in the text itself. As you can see, this page right here, this is really dark font, and it's really bold. There will be places in the text, I'm trying to find it in here, where it's a lot lighter. And so it's kind of strange that there's so much change in the text itself. Some of the red letter is not very consistent. And if you look really closely, you can see that there's little dashes kind of throughout the text. There's little places where it's like the printer kind of missed little splotches on the text. And I'm not even really seeing much right here in this lighting, but it's going to be a little less smooth. So you could probably see right here what I'm talking about. Just this area right here, there's a little bit of change and discrepancy in the text itself. It's probably not a big deal for a lot of people. But like I said, if you're looking at a Quintel, there's a uniformity and quality to it that if you look very closely, you see how smooth the printing is of this this text, and you'll see the difference. It's an older text. It kind of comes with the territory, I guess, but it's a great Bible, guys. If you love the King James Version, I think you'll really love the Concord. Now that price point, $200, I'd probably recommend you buy one used. Maybe try to get it for $150 or even cheaper, $100. It would be worth it, but great all-around Bibles. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments. And you guys have a great day.